What's going on? What's going on? We are back. We're back. What's up? All right. So in this video, we're going to talk about this protocol that is going to help me. I am investing my money in crypto to make a passive income, and I want to show you guys exactly how I'm doing it and how much money I stand to make. So you might be able to do it too during this crypto craze that's going on right now. Now, just want to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. This video is just for educational purposes only. I am not trying to tell you that you should or should not do what I'm about to do. There's risks involved. We'll discuss that in the video, okay? So, the protocol called Uniswap is a token. They have a governance token, but basically Uniswap is a decentralized DEX, basically an exchange that uses Ethereum's ERC20 tokens, and you can swap them out for other tokens, as well as other dexes and other protocols. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch the app. I just want to get in here and show you how it works. But first, I'm gonna let you see like some of the analytics of the protocol. So we got the liquidity right now, and before there was a lot of locked up. There was at least 3 billion locked up in liquidity, and it's since then decreased because people were able to pull their locked liquidity out. But this is high volume, very high volume liquidity, and a lot of volume in the exchange. So this is very comparable to Coinbase in the sense that they do as many transactions in a day as Coinbase. Okay, so this is a really good exchange as far as people's concerned. The way it works, I'm going to show you how it works in a little while. But you got your tokens that you can exchange with, and it shows you the volume, the liquidity, the symbol, the price, and whatnot. And then you have your currency pairs, or your cryptocurrency pairs, I'll just call it that. So we're going to get more into this in the video. So let me go back and show you this. Now, let me get my phone ready because I'm going to need that. I'm going to actually in this video, I'm going to add some liquidity because I want to actually add more liquidity to the pool. I'm going to see if I can do that while we're in the video. So anyway, I hope you like this video, man. Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like finance videos, learning more about crypto and stocks and options and things like that, okay? If you have any questions, make sure you put those in the bottom in the comment section. I'm definitely be here to answer them for you. So let's go ahead and check this out. So this right here is the Uniswap exchange DEX. Okay, so way this works, and it's got a nice UI. It's very user friendly. So you got your Ethereum here, and then you can pick all your different coins that you want to swap with. Now you have all these different tokens here that you can pick and choose from, and then you also have the one you're going to switch it over to, and you can select that here. All right, so all you'd have to do, I'm using the Brave browser. There's going to be a link in the description where you can download Brave. You can earn crypto by browsing through using this browser instead of using Chrome and Mozilla. Plus you earn crypto. But anyway, I'm going to connect to a wallet. So I use the Coinbase wallet for this, so we're going to use that. Now, there is a little bit of money in my thing, and I'm going to actually send some more while we're talking. So the way this works is I would grab some ETH, which I have some. I hit the max button, lets me say that I can take that amount of ETH that I do have, and I can swap that out for anything that's in here. So if I wanted to swap it for DAI, or if I wanted to swap it for compound, it would let me know exactly how much compound I'm going to get, and that's basically how that works. Now, that's just to show you how this works, okay? The part that the thing that I'm doing and how I'm investing in this is, you see how this works, right? So if I were to hit swap, there's going to be fees. The fee here, which is right here, is the fee that'll be paid out to the liquidity pool. So when it says liquidity provider right here, that's going to be me as soon as I invest my money as a liquidity pool provider. So let's go over to the pool so I can show you basically how we do that. And you can see that I have two currency pairs right now. I have locked up comp and ETH, and also Uniswap tokens and ETH. Okay, so what that means is anytime somebody swaps comp for ETH, like I was just about to, I get a percentage of the fees from the pool. Now it says that my pool share is 0.04%. So that's how much of the pool fees come to me whenever anyone is swapping based on the pool, my pool share. Now it says I have ETH pooled 0.78 and then also have 3.24 comp. This is a total of $1,000, not much. I just wanted to test it out and see how it works before I put a lot of money into it. So each crypto pair is going to have a different, a different amount that you get paid out. You can see from Uniswap, you can see a different amount in there too. A different amount as far as how much we get paid. I only have a 0.01% of this pool share, so not nearly as much as I have of the other ones, but you can pretty much see from here. And I also have Uniswap, so I got 2.3 Ethereum, and then I got 402 Uniswap tokens pooled in here. Okay, so that's basically that. Okay, guys. All right, so just for a second, I paused it so I could go ahead and send the money from my ETH and my comp, from my Trezor all the way over to my wallet here. So any second it'll show up, and it'll show that I have more. Now I have more ETH than before, and I'll also have more comp. So I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to do this and how much I'm going to make. So that just goes to show you that. So I'm going to show you how much I've made in the end of this. I'm going to add the liquidity so you can see how I'm actually doing it. So on this screen, it lets us add the liquidity. I'm going to add I'm going to add 1 ETH so far, because you have to put the same amount of both in. So if I put 1 ETH, I'm going to have to put equivalent amount of comp. If I put more comp, it's going to ask for the equivalent amount of ETH. So I could put 1.1 ETH, and then it'll ask for 4.5 comp. So anything I change here will add to that. If I put too much, this is going to say I don't have enough comp, right? So I don't have enough compound to do that. I don't have enough to do this. So let's see, 0.15. Let's see if I have enough to do that. I have enough to do that. Okay, so this is 1.15 and then 4.75. All right, so that actually, I'm not sure exactly how much that is, but obviously it's a decent amount because it's 1 whole ETH, and then it's the equivalent amount in comp. So Ethereum is basically $650, and then 0.1 is probably $64 or something like that. Then that would mean that this is like $700 and something, and this is basically almost $700 as well. So a total of $1,400 or $1,500 is what I'm investing to add to what I already have, which was $1,000 of each. So I basically had like $500 ETH and maybe $500 of comp in there to begin with. So I'm gonna hit supply, and I'm gonna show you how it works in a second. But basically, it raises my pool share to 0.03, this much, and this is how much I'm adding. So let me just add that in there now. So it says it wants me to confirm my supply, and I'm going to supply them with that. So let me take care of that on my phone while we're doing that, and then I'm gonna have to do it again for the, I believe that's it. All right, so it says it's pending. So at this exact moment, it's pending. So we're gonna let that do what it does. All right, so it says, it shows up on the Etherscan. All right, so they added 1 and 4.75 comp, and that's basically what we just did. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the pool area so I can show you that we just added more comp. So now it says we have a 0.09%. If you remember before, it was 0.04. All right, so I'm gonna go to this so I can show you how much I've made altogether since I've been doing this. And this screen takes you to show you exactly how much you've earned and how much liquidity you have invested. So right now I have $5,472 invested into Uniswap's protocol for liquidity pools. And let's see, like, I've done it earlier at some point, and then I took it out, but I put it back. So I took it out so I could do some trading, and then I put it back in there. So since I put it back in there, I've made $16.75 is what I've earned since I've had it in here. And this has been like basically about a week's worth. This is about a week's worth of earnings. It's been about 1 week since I've added this money in here. And this is $6.32 from the Uniswap and wrapped ETH. And then it's also from the comp and wrapped ETH. So these two come together. Now before, I also had Link and ETH. I also had DAI and ETH, because I was checking that out. And then I also tried BAT and ETH. And when you try them, you might realize that, oh, I'm not making that much money. So then I ended up saying I'd be better off converting my BAT to something else, and then putting, I didn't really convert my BAT, but I just sent it back to my wallet because it wasn't making much money. Like these ones, these were making a lot of money, and then this one was making like cents, and I was like, it's not worth it. So what you end up doing is you get paid fees in the token or in the currency that you are using. So I'm actually getting fees in comp and in ETH and in Uniswap and in ETH. So it grows over time. So when I first started this, I only had 400 Uniswap, and now I have 402.631, and same thing with the ETH, it grows. So I'm actually earning more ETH, I'm earning more crypto in fees, and it's making my investment grow. Why I think that's so important is because I'm also growing not only my stash, but I'm also growing my overall value, because every time I get an ETH, while ETH is this far down in value, there's so much more room for it to grow. Like I would take this number right here, and I don't look at that as a $16.75. I look at what the future value of that might be. So let's just say, just for sake, that that number might end up being times 25 in the future, because I plan to hold on to this basically long term. So if we times that by 25, say 5 years from now, that becomes $418.75 in the future. So it's like saying I didn't make $16.75 this week. I made $418.75 this week by having it in here. Now I know you guys might say you can't do that, it doesn't make any sense, but that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the total value of what I'm, not only what I have now, but I'm also looking at the potential value in the future and what it can be worth. And that's why I'm doing this. So I do the same thing when I mine crypto. Like I don't look at how much the mining equipment is making me at today's rate, because today's rate is not what we're basing our investment, or crypto investments, on. Now we don't have no idea what it's going to be worth in the future, but that's the gamble. That's the whole risk factor, and that's how you make the money, by investing early and gaining when no one else will. And then how much are you actually gaining? So if this does become $418 a week that I'm making, or in this case $16.75, then that turns into $1,675 a month in the future that I'm making over a course of a year. That could turn out to be $20,000 worth of crypto in a year. That's really good money, considering I only put up $5,472 for the investment itself. Now, I also compared this to a mining rig, because the $5,472 could have been me buying a mining rig. I could have bought, I could have sat there and bought some 3060 Ti Nvidia cards and turned them on, and then I would have mined this amount anyway. Within a week, I probably would have made more mining. But the point is this is always liquid. That's the, hence the word liquidity. I can take this back out if I need it. If it's an emergency, I can always hit remove right here, and then this would take me to a screen where it basically says, hey, okay, you can take out like 25% of that, and it'll send that back. I can take out 75, or I can just take it all out. So it's not like locked in there. Okay, so I like the fact that it's not hard to get the money back out that you have in there, and you can get it back out whenever you need it. And so that's pretty much how the investment works. This is how much I made in basically a week. So I'll just press the week button, just in case anyone is wondering, like, yeah, but you didn't press the week button. So I just pressed 1 week. There you go. So I made $16.75 in a week. There you go. And I imagine that I'll be making more and more and more as time goes on, because the liquidity goes up since I'm being paid in fees, and more fees. When the fee money gets added to the liquidity, it allows me to have more money to borrow or to loan out for the transactions to go through on the DEX, and for them to use that money to give the best rates and whatnot. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much the video. If you have any questions, drop a comment below and let me know. Smash that like button. Don't forget and subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.